Hello, welcome to this lesson of Mastering Java, lesson number 11. Here we're going to continue working with strings. We're going to study the method associated with the string object called compare_to. Now we've covered several methods that apply to strings that are all very, very useful, and this is just another one of those methods that you'll be using over and over again. Basically, in the previous lesson, we have compared two strings for the purpose of seeing if they're equal to one another, and that's very useful. But sometimes you might want to look at two strings and figure out which one would come before the other in the dictionary. In other words, you might want to figure out what is the proper ordering of the two strings in terms of alphabetical order. And now you could write your own subroutine to do this. You could write a subroutine to go through and compare the letters and figure out what would come before what in the dictionary, but we already have that in the method called compare_to. It's attempting to tell you what would come before what would come first in the dictionary. So let's create a string, and I'll call it string 1, and I'll call it apples, right? Like this, apples. And let me create a string 2, and I'll call this apricots, right? And then I'll call string 3 insect. Just some random words. Now these do not have to be single words. They could be multiple things. So apples are my favorite fruit. Apricots are delicious. Insects are gross. So in other words, these strings, I'm thinking of it in terms of alphabetizing words, but really it doesn't matter. It's going to go character by character through the entire thing that you have listed there, and it's going to try to figure out what would come first